Hey, I'm ChristopherJMUA and welcome back to my channel. Unless you've never been here, of course, then welcome. I'm so glad you've stopped by. Today, after a long-awaited 2 weeks, I think, we are reviewing the Jeffree Star Cremated collection. And am I excited? Oh yes, I am so excited. We have the palette here, we have all 4 glosses, and we have a pack of straws because I love using the pack of straws. They're kind of my favorite. But wait, there's more. We are also having a giveaway for the Cremated palette. So if you want to know how to enter that giveaway and you want to know all the details about this collection, how the palette swatches, performs, and my first impressions, then stay exactly where you are. Keep doing exactly what you're doing and keep on watching. Okay guys, first things first. Like I said, we are having a giveaway for the Cremated palette. That is this palette right here, obviously. And how to enter this giveaway is pretty easy. Like this video, be subscribed to my channel, leave me a comment down below, and lastly, and the most important, is somewhere in this video, there's a secret word that's gonna pop up on the screen. Be watching for that secret word to pop up because when it does, take note of it. Down below, there's going to be a link for you to enter into my giveaway. When you do enter, answer the question as to what the secret question is. That will enter you into the giveaway and get your entries confirmed. I wish you all the best of luck and may the odds be ever in your favor. Now, I want to let you guys know that I didn't actually get the full collection this time because I didn't need the black marble travel bag for $30. I didn't need the iridescent white hand mirror for $25, although I'm thinking about getting that one because now that I see it online, it is pretty cute and I kind of like it. There's also a black approved hand mirror for $30, a silver chrome hand mirror for $25, and they also had some liquid lipsticks that were previous liquid lipsticks, and there's also a white marble handbag for $25. I think I got everything else. Yeah, they had Weirdo and Drug Lord as the velour liquid lipsticks included in the listing for this collection, but it wasn't actually part of this collection. I don't actually even know if those black and white mirrors were part of this collection. I don't think they were. I think they were launched before this. But regardless, the first item I have here is the Cremated metal straw set. Ever since the Jawbreaker collection launched, which I did review, and if you haven't seen, I will link right up here so you can check it out if you want to. That Jawbreaker collection had a set of straws, and I think that was the first collection where I tried his straws, and ever since then, I get them every time because I love these straws. Not only are they eco-friendly, but they're really nice to use, and that matte black is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Anyways, the description for the Cremated metal straw set says, be iconic and classy with these Jeffree Star approved custom cremated stainless steel straws. And these were $19.99 and it contains 3 bent straws, 1 straight straw, and 1 cleaning brush. I'm more of a bent straw than a straight straw myself, so I'm gonna use one of these in my water today just cause I can. When you take it out, it looks like this, and then we have all of our straws and our pipe cleaner. Oh! Let me drop everything first. Okay, and here is all 4 straws. Looks like the straight one is white, the curved ones are matte gray, metallic silver, and matte black. We're gonna use the matte black today because this is just, I don't know what it is about matte black, but I love it. It's very pretty. Oh! That was dumb. I thought it was gonna fit. Note to self, extra large Dasani bottles won't fit the Jeffree Star straws. So now I'm gonna go in order of makeup application, meaning I'm gonna do my eyes first, then my lips once all my makeup is done. So we'll save the 4 glosses for last, and now we're gonna dive into the Cremated palette. This is what I'm most excited about anyway. This packaging is beautiful. The whole marble print with the Cremated, with this amazing look that Lipstick Nick did on Jeffree is just, it's beautiful. The little accent with the urn on the front is a nice little touch for the theme of the palette. This Cremated palette and our current world status and epidemic. Obviously, the epidemic is really serious. It's not something, in my opinion, should really be joked about or taken lightly because it's affected a lot of people really negatively. Not only with deaths and sickness, but also with occupations and money, finances, really a lot of different things. But personally, I'm not gonna hold a palette responsible for the turmoil of the world. The palette is just a form of art, in my own opinion. It's just a form of creativity and creation from someone's mind, Jeffree's mind to be specific, and I don't think it has anything to do with our current world climate because it wasn't created during our current world climate. That being said, let's dive in. I want to go ahead and read the description for the palette before we jump into swatches. So this palette was $58. Yes, $58. I know that's relatively expensive. Good thing I'm having a giveaway, but it's also very expensive. Luckily, there are a lot of shades. The Cremated palette is what smoky eye dreams are made of. Includes 24 sickening shades from pure white diamond to the darkest black matte to create endless, intense, sultry, or soft, gentle looks on any skin tone. Vegan and cruelty-free, limit 2 per customer. And so you guys can see it close up as we open it. This is what the marbleized front looks like. As I said, it is just beautiful. I love the way it looks. And then on the back, it has all of the ingredients as well as the Jeffree Cosmetics logo with the little halo on it, which is so cute. I love how he makes these little tweaks to his logo every collection. Then, if we open the palette up, there's the actual palette with the artwork that Lipstick Nick did on Jeffree's eyes and face. I guess it's a full face. And the design that it has on the side over here is really cool because it looks like he's turning into ash and like drifting away, which is really neat. I think that's really, really neat. Then on the back, it also has the Jeffree Cosmetics logo with the halo on it, which again, it's cute. It just makes it cute. It also has the Jeffree Cosmetics social media links, as well as the net weight and some details about the address of manufacturing. Then if we flip it back over and open her up, she should have a little plastic fallouty piece. Oh, yep, there she is. Found you. Very heavy. Very quality. Then, here's the palette. Oh my gosh. Is that not such an interesting color story? We definitely have a range from matte black to white and really kind of everything in between. We've got some taupey grays, some green grays, some yellow grays, some purple grays, I think a maroon gray, ashy black, ashy white, peach gray. So many different shades of gray. Now I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in and we're gonna get started on swatches. The first shade is the shade Hearse. Then the shade Angel of Death. Grave Danger. Death Certificate. R.I.P. Pallbearer. Inheritance. Wednesday. Mortuary Beautician. Wow, that was intense. Last Look. Solemnly Swear. The Morgue. Mausoleum. Embalmed. Eulogy. Life insurance. Goodbye. Obituary. Burial gown. Wow. Afterlife. Casket ready. Death blow. And last is diamond ashes. Wow. Okay, and that is every single shade in the Jeffree Cosmetics Cremated palette. And you guys know, as always, I will insert photos of the swatches, one with flash here. and one without flash here. And here's a video close-up of all the swatches so you can really see what this palette looks like in its true form. Those swatched so nicely. There is something about Jeffree Star's eyeshadow formula that they feel so different than most other formulas I felt. It's like the mattes are just super creamy. They don't ever feel like they're dried out like some of those more chalkier mattes do. And I'm not saying that more chalkier mattes don't work. They do work. Different formulas are different formulas for a reason. They just don't work the same. And I love the way these feel. They just feel like his formula, you know? They feel soft, they feel creamy, and I'm loving these new glitter shades. I think he put 1 or 2 in the Conspiracy palette, and I think he has like 3 in here, 4 in here. I'm not really sure exactly, but you can tell that they are different from the previous eyeshadow palettes because the sparkle is so insane. It's almost like he took his Extreme Frost highlighter formula and made it into an eyeshadow formula and put it in this palette. It's kind of what it seems like to me. Anyway, you can see that I've now primed my eyes with my P. Louise base in the shade Rumor 01. This is one of my favorites. It always helps me out with making shadows perform to their best of their ability. And also, I didn't mention, but I wanted to mention that the mirror on this palette is massive and fantastic. I love the size of this. This is like full face of makeup size, and it's perfect because I can fit my head right inside the mirror. So it's perfect. I can do my eyes and I can do my face when I'm done with the same mirror. How convenient. Now, as per usual, I really have no clue as to what I'm gonna do. If you've been here before, you know that's how I start every video with every look. Obviously, I want to use as many shades as possible so that I can review the palette as well as possible. And I am thinking we're probably gonna have a gray look. Not sure yet, don't really know if that's what I'm gonna go for, but I think we might get there in the end. I think we should try a dark crease with a light cut crease. So I'm gonna start by using this Morphe brush that came in the Morphe 39L Hit the Lights brush collection. It's pretty much the Morphe M330 brush. Mostly it's a little bit off because it's tapered, but it's close enough. And I'm gonna go into the shade Life Insurance. Oh wow, that's a really pretty shade. I mean, I know obviously I just now put it on, but it looks like the eyeshadow base kind of. And I'm just gonna start building this one up in the crease. I do have somewhat tacky of a base still. I don't set my base ever because I like starting with the tacky base. It usually helps the shadows stick and gets the maximum potency. Although in all honesty, with an eyeshadow palette like this, I probably could even use an eyeshadow base that was my skin tone and set it if I wanted to. It would just lessen the intensity of the colors, but so many colors in this palette are gonna be good for like a everyday wearable type vibe, or it looks like it anyway. Now that that shade is laid down and packed on everywhere I want it to be, I'm gonna go in with this Morphe X Saweetie big fluffy brush. I don't know what it's called, but it is just a big rounded fluffy brush. And I'm gonna blow out this shade so that it mostly covers the whole crease area. You know, something I forgot to mention about this eyeshadow palette this time that's different from all of the other Jeffree Star palettes we've had is that this one is strictly an eyeshadow palette. So there are no pressed pigments in it, which is very different for his brand. But it makes sense for the type of shades that are in this palette because usually pressed pigments help out whenever it's like a really vibrant color, something that wouldn't necessarily be great as an eyeshadow or something that wouldn't necessarily be great blended out. Like for example, a lime green. You wouldn't want a lime green to be blended out into nothingness because it would just look like a weird green. You know, a lime green you want to be lime green and show up. And that's a lot of the time why brands will make it into pigments instead of just shadows. Usually, for my own opinion, potency is where I can tell the difference between shadows and pressed pigments. But just a little fun fact, thought you should know. Or as Professor Quirrell might say, thought you ought to know.
Thought you ought to know.
I think I'm going to keep the look a little more cool toned rather than going like green, which there's a lot of green and like peachy tones in this palette. So to stick with the cool tone sort of theme we have, I'm going to go into the shade Wednesday now. And I'm also going to use a Morphe M330, but this time it's actually called a Morphe M330. And then again, using the Morphe X Sweetie Big Fluffy brush and just gonna use some circular motions around here and blend out those edges. Now I'm gonna use, I think, the deepest shade I'm gonna go in with today, which is the shade Gravedigger. And for that, I'm gonna use the Morphe M506 brush. I wanna use a really small brush so that I have a lot of control over it. Okay, I went back in and I finessed a little bit more with the shades Wednesday and Life Insurance with the other M330 brushes that I used previously with those shades, just so I could kind of re-intensify those shades that I had lost after I put Gravedigger on top. And I think it made a much more seamless blend and a much prettier result. Now I'm just gonna get the other eye to match. Be right back. Now that everything matches on both sides, I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease. I think just for funsies, I'm going to use the P. Louise Bada Black Base. It's just a black base. And I'm also going to use my Beaky Blender flat brush. It's just a flat, like tapered to a point brush. But I want to use a black base because I think I'm going to go in with a couple of these glittery shades. And I'm pretty sure that it's going to look fantastic on top of this black base. I don't know. Well, this was gonna be more of a semi-wearable glam look was my original intention, but now it's definitely more than that because this cut crease went much further than anticipated. So I'm thinking for the first half of my inner corner, I want to take this Morphe brush, which is also from the 39L Hit the Lights brush collection, and I'm going to go into the shade Mortuary Beautician. Now I'm not spraying the brush or anything like that because I want to see just how this shade packs on first. Oh, that's pretty. Very different. And like I said, this is just going on the inner half of my lid. I'm also going to take a little bit smaller and sharper of a brush. In this case, that's a Luxie 246 Precision Crease brush. And I'm going to use that in Mortuary Beautician as well, just to get in here and really get close up to the edge of the cut crease. That is such an interesting shade. On camera, it looks like it's a bright silver, like a gray smoky silver. In real life though, it looks more like, I don't know, like black steel. The reflect that it has is silver, but it's still a black. That's what this looks like. It's so different, it's so unique. Very cool. And now I'm gonna take another larger flat brush. In this case, it's the e.l.f. C brush. It's just a bigger, fluffy, flat brush. And this time, I'm gonna go into Angel of Death. And she's gonna go right out here on the outer half of the lid. And I'm trying to tilt my head back as I'm applying the shadow, so that way as I'm pushing it into the lid, it just sticks to the lid and doesn't fall all over everywhere else. Hopefully, maybe. This shade I'm not actually seeing showing up, and I'm not sure why. Well, bummer. That one was a little lackluster, but that's okay. I'll survive. You know, now that I've packed all of that on there, I'm actually gonna take a little bit of the shade Pallbearer, and I'm gonna take that just with my ring finger. Oh my gosh, that is just beautiful. Wow. And I'm gonna put this right on the inner corner. I kind of went a little excessive with it, so it kind of covered over the shade Mortuary Beautician, but it's cool because it actually pulled out more of the silver in Mortuary Beautician, so it made it stand out a little bit more. Made it a little more shimmery, glittery looking. Brought a little more dimension to the look, we'll say. The cut crease on the right side is now done. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other cut crease part off camera so that you don't have to sit through all of that yet again, because now you know exactly what I did. I'm gonna try to duplicate the same thing, and I'll be right back in just a second. Here we are with the first part of the eyes completely done. This is so beautiful to me. It looks powerful. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone else but myself. So here we are, and with that being said, it is now time to go ahead and complete my face makeup and throw in my lashes and probably some liner. I think some liner would go really well with this look. I'm gonna go ahead and do all of those things off camera so as not to waste any time, and we'll come back and finish off the lower lash line and try out the gloss. So give me just a few minutes, just like a millisecond for you, and I'll be right back. See you in just a second. And we're back with the face makeup done. I didn't do my lashes yet because honestly, I forgot, but we're back anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the lower lash line. I'm gonna use a little bit of some different tones on the lower lash line, but I'm still gonna stick to black and white because that's the palette. I'm gonna use the shade Solemnly Swear first, and I'm gonna use this Morphe flat brush. It's also from the 39L Hit the Lights collection. And with this flat brush, I'm just gonna start stamping on color on the lower lash line. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I also used a black liner in my waterline. I just used the KVD Vegan Beauty Black Cake Liner just to give that closed off look to my eye. Now with that shade built up, I want to take this Luxie 121 mini tapered brush. This time, I'm going to go into the shade Last Respects. And I'm going to use that shade on just the tippy tip of the brush, or like the side of the brush. And I'm going to smoke out the shade Solemnly Swear with Last Respects. This should give me kind of a smoky brown gray. Oh yeah. That is really nice. I like that. Now with that done, I'm gonna take the Morphe M321 brush. It's the very small, pointed, like a bullet type brush. And I'm gonna go into the shade Diamond Ashes. This is gonna be used as my inner corner highlight, or so I'm hoping. I don't know what it's gonna look like blown out, but let's see. Ooh, that is like ice, but like beautiful ice. Ooh, I strongly recommend though spraying your brush because I just got glitter everywhere underneath my eye, and that's not necessarily what I wanted. Although I did use glitter mixed in with my primer, so I do have glitter all over my face anyway, but it's under my foundation. You know, it's not on top, and it's not like right by my lashes either. Oh yeah, that is so much better. It stopped a lot of that glitter from falling out on my under eye. Wow, that is so powerful. Now I'm gonna take the Morphe M416 brush. This is like a brow bone highlight brush, and that's exactly what I'm gonna use it for. And I'm gonna go into the shade Afterlife, and we're gonna see what she looks like as a brow bone highlight. That is beautiful. That just melted in to look like it was just meant to be the shimmer on top of those crease colors. And brow bone is now complete. So that's pretty much it for the eye look. I need to really just put on mascara. I don't think I'm gonna wear lashes with this look, depending on what my lashes look like after mascara. So I am gonna go ahead and go off camera, finish off my mascara, and then we'll come back and talk about the glosses. See you in just a second. Mascara is now applied. I also did go ahead and throw on some lashes. I couldn't help it. I just couldn't. I used the La Jefa Cosmetics lashes in the style Koi. Now my highlighter is beautiful, and it's actually the shade Diamond Ashes. I knew just looking at this shade and using it in my inner corner that it was gonna be the shade for me. Now I actually went and ate dinner, so this is actually a highlighter that has kind of melted in a little bit. Let me show you. Okay, I'm gonna use my Sigma F35 tapered highlight brush. I'm just gonna tap a little tiny bit into Diamond Ashes. I just wanna show you this magic. Are you ready? Because here we go. Oh my goodness. I don't think you're ready for this highlight. I don't think you're ready for this highlight. I also picked the Weirdo Velour liquid lipstick for my lips because I thought it would be best to show the glosses on top of. Speaking of the glosses, here are the glosses. We have 4 shades here. We've got the shade Heaven's Gate, Coroner's Kiss, 6 Feet Under, and Funeral Parlor. If you've never tried Jeffree Star Cosmetics gloss formula, you're kind of missing out because it's like that perfect in-between between those really chunky, overbearing lip glosses and those nourishing, super thin lip glosses. It's just like right in the middle of that. Plus, they taste and smell amazing. So what I'm going to do for the 4 glosses is I'm going to swatch them all on my hand with no base at all. Then I'm going to pick one to put on my lips. So this is the shade Heaven's Gate. Oh, P.S. I'm so sorry about my nails at the current moment. They are way old polish that was clear, and I've been swimming in the pool a lot, so the chlorine has turned them this weird shade of green. So I apologize for that. And this is the shade Heaven's Gate. I know that's going to be so hard to see, but I'm trying here. The description says, Heaven's Gate is a sheer icy kiss of glistening white sparkles. This next shade is the shade Coroner's Kiss. And there's the swatch. And the description says, Coroner's Kiss is a sheer tint of mysterious gray with glistening dimensions of gold sparkles. Then the shade Funeral Parlor. And there's the swatch of Funeral Parlor. The description for Funeral Parlor is a sheer classic gunmetal with glistening white sparkles. And last is the shade 6 Feet Under. And there's the swatch of 6 Feet Under. The description for 6 Feet Under is a sheer tint of luxurious black with a glisten of icy sparkles. Now, I personally don't think DSLR cameras give justice to the glitter that's inside glosses, so I wanted to show you guys a close-up just so you could really see what the shades look like. This one is the shade Heaven's Gate. Then there is Coroner's Kiss. It's so interesting. Then there is Funeral Parlor. And there is 6 Feet Under. I'm gonna actually go with 6 Feet Under because I love how dark and charcoaly it is. And I think it's gonna go great on top of Weirdo because it's gonna kind of fit in with the eye look, since the eye look almost has that black base with the silver top to it. Maybe we'll get kind of the same result with the gloss. It is just like the eye look. Oh my gosh. That is so fun. Oh, I love that. Wow. Okay, now that is awesome. That changed the lip and the look entirely. I mean, it's amazing what a matte black can do for a look. A shimmery, silvery black that looks like the night sky? Even better. Okay, I love, oh my gosh, actually with that, that's everything. I didn't even realize we were to the end yet. I was having fun and just kind of distracted with everything. Okay, so this is officially it. What do you guys think? I am obsessed. The shade Diamond Ashes as a highlighter and an inner corner highlight, it looks like it's the glitter that's inside the gloss. I don't know if it is, but it looks like it. The black cut crease with the silver on top, it screams cool, cold intensity, and I love it. This would be my version of Gothic. I know that there's 50 million types of Gothic. I know there's like the punk Gothic, there's like the neon Gothic. I feel like this is what my version of Gothic would be. Dark, vampy, sexy, black, silver, probably some neons every now and then, maybe a rainbow, who knows. But regardless of your version of Gothic. But please let me know what you guys think down below. I really like this look. And whenever it comes to the Jeffree Star Cremated collection, would I recommend it? I think I would. I do think I would. Not only do I love all of the packaging, like the marbleized stuff everywhere, the way that these are like iridescent, how they have that reflect. Ooh, I bet the mirror looks like that. Oh, that would be perfect. Okay, I'm probably gonna get that mirror, honestly. But packaging aside, the palette itself, I have never personally played with any palette that was all grayscale like this. I've seen them. I've seen ColourPop come out with them. I've seen Lime Crime come out with them. I just hadn't actually tried any. So I really didn't know what to expect whenever it comes to the actual looks that I would be capable of creating with a palette like this. I do know that with this many shades, there had to be at least one that I could create. The only thing that I was scared of getting this palette and seeing it online versus in person is I had trouble just visualizing, as I'm sure many others do, how you can create a variety of looks with it because it's a grayscale palette. There are neutrals, of course. If you don't want neutrals and you're looking for like a colorful over-the-top palette, this won't be that palette for you. This is the epitome of not that, as a matter of fact. However, this palette has a lot of really wearable neutral shades. When I take out the grays and I look at everything but the grays, you've actually got quite a few options. So I do think that the palette is more versatile than even what I was originally giving it credit for. I can't wait to create more looks with this because I can see so many more capabilities now that I'm really excited to try. I'm really excited to dive into more of an angelic look, or more of a neutral everyday wearable look, or more of a deep, dark, smoky, gothic look. Not like this isn't, but more than this, even more. And as far as the glosses, I already knew that I was going to like the glosses because I know that I like his glosses. It was just a matter of liking these colors, and with all of these colors being like black, gray, white, these are the kind of colors that I'm going to wear anyway, so I was happy with these. I knew I would be though. It was just a matter of picking the right one for the look today. Anyway guys, I hope you like this look. I hope you like the review. Please let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought. Did you like the palette? Do you like the palette? Did I change your mind on liking the palette when you didn't like the palette? Because I changed mine a little bit more than I did originally. Do you like the glosses? What's your favorite shade? I'm curious, let me know. I love to have a conversation with you guys. I always love to have a conversation with you guys. I try to comment back on most comments just because I like to talk to you guys. Also, do not forget about the giveaway. By now, you would have found, or not, the secret word that popped up on the screen. If you did, don't forget to enter it in the link below for the giveaway so that you don't miss your chance for your entry. Also remember to be subscribed and like this video to finalize your entry. If you like this look and you want to see more looks like them, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Oh, and TikTok now. My username is the same for everything. It's just ChristopherJMUA. And if you gain nothing out of this video, if you gain nothing out of any of my videos, please at least gain this, and that is to always remember and never forget that you are absolutely beautiful. And I love you guys. Bye!